Hello, welcome to Top Table Duels. Thank you so much for joining me today. This video is going to be a ranked best of 3 match. In the blue, we have Labrys at 31 at 657, who is going to be playing a Scareclaw adventure deck. And down here in the red, we have B.A. Federico at 938, who is going to be playing a Spright deck. Let me know in the comments below who you think is going to win before we kick this off, and let's go ahead and start it. Labrys will begin first. He will activate his Fateful Adventure, normal summon the Scareclaw below, special summon to the Scareclaw Lightheart, and then he'll activate his adventure because a monster was summoned. So he's going to chain block the Lightheart there, but it doesn't matter because the Lightheart is going to be met by an Effect Veiler. That's a good use of trying to chain block, knowing that you have to get into your engine. Scareclaw Strata will come down. It specifically states that target one Scareclaw monster you control against attack, or when effect active that targets one you control, negate that effect. So he's going to negate that effect coming down. So we're seeing the use of Scareclaw Straddle there. Federico says that is fine, so he's going to add his Rhycophobia as well as his Rideable Dragon. Then he'll activate the Rhycophobia effect. Rhycophobia will be met with a Ash Blossom. Then he'll activate his Fateful Adventure. Fateful Adventure will get him Water Enchantress, then he'll discard the Water Enchantress, activate Enchantress effect to banish her to get himself a Rite of Erasemir. Federico's going to say that is fine. Rite of Erasemir comes down, especially summoning himself a token. He has a Scareclaw Clash as well as an Infinite Impermanence, but his turn was effectively shut down after 2 negations. So, be it Federico does have the Dupe Frog as well as the Carrot, so he technically has a way into an engine, but that is not the way you want to get into an engine. And then he also has the Omni Negate because he does control the Lightheart. Federico is going to special summon the Druid's Worm, banishing out his own Effect Veiler, and I'm going to guess he's just going to attempt to run over Lightheart here. He forgets to banish out the Effect Veiler, but they're not going to say that. Alright. If Federico say this is my normal summon, I'll now special summon my Carrot. I now have everything I need. So he'll go into the Spright, most likely using Druid's Worm to go after that token. Spright will send the Angler. Angler special summon himself 2 Nimble Beavers. And now going to Spright. Probably going to blue to get his full engine online. No, he goes into a Swap Frog instead. Okay, interesting play. Links those 2 off, goes into an Elf. That is met by an Infinite Impermanence. As much as Toad is useful there, I feel like blue into Jet was probably the better play. Instead there, he's going to negate the Infinite Impermanence with the Carrot, but he has to tribute off something else, and since he desperately wants to go into Toad, he hits his own Elf, gets his Toad. So now he's realistically just sitting on 1 negation. So, Fateful Adventure is going to activate Spectre Search. He's going to get the Griffin, then ditch the Water Enchantress. Activate Water and Griffin Rider's effect. He's going to be forced to Toad here. Toad will bounce the Beaver back. Now the Water Enchantress can go and give himself a Rite of Erasemir. He can make the token, equip the Drago back, add the Water and Griffin Rider back to hand to get his negate back online. Have the ability to run over the Carrot. Bristol Druid's Worm will come down, banishing out the Lightheart. Am I just not seeing the banishes? Why are we not tracking our banishes? Yeah, the effect that should still be banished. Alright, so the token is protected just a little bit by the battle, but it does not matter because he has the Nimble Beaver. Nimble Beaver's effect to special summon. Now the Griffin Rider is going to special summon itself out. Beaver's going to get himself an Angler. And he's going to activate another Druid's Worm. So he remembers to banish that time. So he's going to link those 2 off into an Elf, and now he can activate his Druid's Worm, targeting the Griffin Rider. Griffin Rider is going to be forced to save itself, I'm assuming. Yep. Elf is going to activate its effect, bring back the Toad, and now we're all going to swing over. So it's protected from one battle. So it's going to take the 700 overall, and then take the 1800 to the face. It's going to link those two off into an IP Masquerena. So Labrys is going to go into his normal, his main phase 1, normal summon the Acro. Go into a Lightheart. Lightheart's effect, that'll be met by a Toad, which will be negated by the Scareclaw Splash. Toad tributes itself. There we go. Alright. Here we go. Beaver gets himself a Beaver back to hand. He's gonna go and activate a Rhycophobia to get something to hand. And the Breeze will say, you know, I really don't think I can win that. So now we're going to go into game 2. This time, B.A. Federico does not open any interruption, but he does have the all-important talents, Lightning Storm and Evenly Match. Labrys does actually have a way into full engine this turn. He does have the Omni Negate, which is probably going to be baited by the Storm, though. You hate to see it. The Scareclaw deck does have the ability to go into Barone, but possibly not off this hand. We'll see. So he's going to link the Acro off into a Lightheart. Lightheart grabs a Rhycophobia. Rhycophobia adds himself the Balone. Then he's going to special summon the Rhycheart. Not going to get the additional draw effect because he does not have 3 in defense. He's going to get himself the Twin Saw. He's going to link those 3 away into the Triheart. Triheart's effect. So now he's locked into Scareclaw's rest of turn. Gets himself the Astra to hand. He's going to set 3 and Lightning Storm. So he's immediately going to flip up the Clash or Splash. That's going to be met by Lightning Storm. He's going to negate that, go into battle phase, activate Evenly Matched. Here, yeah, you just save the Triheart. So, yeah, Swap Frog ditches the Angler. Angler summons both the Beavers. Goes into a Gigantic's effect. Are we going to see a blue? There we go. We finally see a blue. Blue's effect, likely going to grab himself the Jet. Jet gives himself the starter or the removal. Yeah, Smashers, because he's got to find a way to get rid of Triheart. Special summons the Elf. Activates the Smashers, banishing the Jet as well as the Triheart. Gets his Toad online. Sets his talent as a big old bluff. Labrys will normal summon the Rhycheart. Go into battle phase. Swing over the Elf. Special summon the Astra. Link that off into a Lightheart. Lightheart's effect. That'll be negated. Toad will add back a Beaver to hand. Go into Lightheart. Lightheart is not once per turn. Get himself a Rhycophobia. Rhycophobia's activation will get him a Scareclaw Rhycheart. He has not used Rhycheart's search effect yet, so that is important. Gets himself an Arrival. Activated Arrival's effect. Special summoning out the Balone. Now he can go into his Triheart again. Activate Triheart's effect. Try to regain a little bit of card advantage here. Yeah, gets the Acro. Sets the Solemn. That Solemn is going to be probably what seals this game here. Yep. So B.A. Federico is going to scoop it up after that. Well played by both players. Now we go into all-important game 3. B.A. Federico is going to be going first. He does open a red and a Jet. So that's full combo line right there. So here, he activates the Jet. It was already an odd play line that he didn't go for blue first. So he probably would have known he's going for starters. Federico activates starters. Activates the blue. Honestly, on this one, so he gets the carrot. Is you probably save the imperm for the elf if he goes for the Toad play. So he's going to link off into Spright, send the Angler, special summon himself 2 Beavers. Probably going to go into Giant here. Yep. So he's going to go into Gigantic here. Now he'll special summon out the Toad. So here is where it depends on... He's going to link these two off. So the Imperm... I think you have to bring the Imperm down on that. No? Okay. Okay, so he's going to save the Imperm for his own turn. Interesting. I mean, you knew it was going to be negated one way or another. Just going to Imperm the Elf. Toad is going to allow that to happen. So from here, he only hits the Imperm, so he can't respond with traps. But Totally Awesome could still work to negate. Okay, so yeah. So he sends the Water Enchantress to keep Toad from being able to use its effect. Okay. So I guess he didn't negate the Toad. I didn't see what he said here. It says okay, Carrot and Red. Okay, so he hits Carrot and Red with that. All right. He's gonna banish Water Enchantress. Get himself a Right of Aramis here. Special summon his token. Get his Adventure online. Activate Adventure effect. Get himself the Griffin Rider. Discarding the other Right of Aramis here. Activates Griffin Rider's effect. This will be met by the Toad. Toad will try to be called by the grave, but that will be met with a Solemn Judgment. Draco says, I'm taking that Griffin Rider. So he's going to normal summon the right card and then activate the Fateful Adventure. Here you might just Smashers, knowing your opponent doesn't have much going for him. So he's going to banish the right card, and that is going to scale up the game. So overall, I think well played by both players. Scareclaw just having a hard time with all that consistent interruption. Especially with that full of a back row. It was interesting to be at Federico. He's able to get out the carrot as well as the red, so that Imperm couldn't do what it needed to, because stopping that Toad is critical. So let me know what you guys thought about that duel in the comments below. As always, if you like the content, please do subscribe, and as always, I will catch you all next time.
Thank you for watching. Try some of these other great duels. If you like what you saw, give us a like and subscribe.